Now watch again, because I'm about to teach something about the father-son order on the Absalom. Notice again that the tree must stay with the root. But the children stay temporarily. The fruit stay when they are at infants, they are babies. They stay when they are teenagers. They become fruit, but are not ripe. You know, teenagers are no more babies, but they are not yet adults. Some of them want to start having sex. No, you can't. You are not ripe yet. But finally, the fruit gets ripe. And when it gets ripe, the divine order is it must detach from the parents to go and start a new family. So some will fall around where the parents are and create their own new family. So after a while, instead of a tree, you now have a forest. And that's how Adam was supposed to populate the earth. But there are others, the law of dispersion will pick them up. Some of them flood, some of them wind, some of them some other things, and take them to distant places. And when they get there like coconut, you've wondered why the whole beach side, all the way to North America, South America, Australia, everywhere, coconut. The water. Some of those coconuts fall, and they fall in. Dispersion now carries them to distance, some of them to other continents, some of them to other countries. And finally, the wave will drop them on the sand, and they will bear fruit and start there. So even if you're a Joseph, you leave your parents' house, you get to Egypt, you extend your family line and DNA. So in the principles, we're going to teach you about sonship now. What cures the absolute system? A son abides in the house forever. The father-son relationship is eternal. Even if there is a release and you are prayed for to start a new ministry, you keep submitting to you keep recognizing your father. You don't go and change fathers. That is madness. That is virus. That is Absalom spirit. Just because apostle prayed for you to go to whatever does not mean. Then when you come to Lagos, he said, you know, my father in the Lord, it depends on where. And when I'm in Lagos, it's Pastor Adeboye. When I'm near Canaan Land, it's Bishop Oyedepo. Whenever I come here, it's Apostle or Aroma. There is a virus in your head. I don't live in the same city as my father. My father lived, where he raised us. I traveled to another state to find my destiny. But I know who my father is. I've met great men of God there. I mean, great professors there. I've met wealthy men. I admire people like Dangote for their money. My father doesn't have as much money. But guess what? I still bear my father's name. And I know who my father is. He doesn't need to be a professor to be my father. The spirit of Absalom, powered by Jezebel, goes against the divine order. And because we're in a media age, social media, people are hailing you, you keep going. A fatherless generation never returns back from the battlefront. Be careful, you young men, of those girls that will come to you to give you special word. You are now bigger than your pastor. Don't you know he's even depending on you? He's using you. Be careful, Jezebel is talking to you. They instigate almost every rebellion you see in the kingdom. She is always behind it. If that one is not, she will pretend that she is prophesied because she also operates in sorcery. I saw you in a vision. I saw crowds. And the Lord said, this is a special apostle. What I have put on you is even your father's anointing is junior. Nobody can be greater than his roots. You might be the one bearing fruit. You might be the one growing tall. But something is holding you. That's why they say the sins of the father follow the third. You know why they don't refer to the mother? Because it's a generational, it's root, foundational issue.